somebody talking about
Welcome back
thumbnails.
to GMY Radio. This is UnFiltered. We got everybody here. It's me, Jay Skyline, and let everybody else introduce themselves solo.
Brick Flair, man, coming back for some rap shit. Talk that shit to y'all.
At Boris Boy.
And James _Lane.
I'll do that. And we're back for the top 10, normally on Tuesday, but it's the end of the year, so we want to do like a undercard to the top 10 local review list that these guys have coming up next. So we're doing the top 10 sophomore albums, and it's one by Wikipedia on here, people. So if you don't think this is their second album or that it should be their first album, take it over Wikipedia.
Stop running.
He's adding some unreal shit to it.
Exhibit.
Exhibit? That's his second album? That might be his first. All right. All right, top 10 sophomore.
Society.
We got people over here. My fault. We got people who tuned in. I forgot I had them over there like that. I might have to move this. That doesn't work.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice. That was a dope CD.
But that was the one with
I'm still mad about the thing right now.
Ice Ice Baby.
Yeah. That's all he gets after that.
Okay.
His mother.
Now, this is Malachi's list. We all get one vote.
Shout out to everybody tuning in on Facebook as well. Show you the table. It's your boy Brick.
Yo.
We got Jay Skyline. So y'all know who's doing all these comments, and James. And we're doing the top 10 sophomore albums. All right. We got a list. I will throw out some names. The list is blank right now. 10 slots. So we're gonna let these guys chime in. We got Rashawn Vaughn. Shout out to my boy Sean out there in Akron. He's been throwing some names out there. Shout out to the boy Rob Rose, who's been shouting out a lot of names on the list. Fuck you for putting that R&B shit on there though. All the R&B names weren't necessary. All right. So top 10 sophomore albums. A lot of people in here have favorites, albums that you remember. We normally can do everybody's debut album. That's what a lot of top 10 lists consist of. And a lot of people get left out because their first album probably wasn't as hot as, So we're going with the second, sophomore to sophomore jinx, sophomore curse. So everybody pretty much level playing field. We got some ones on here that you brought it up. The Migos one. I have to rock with Culture because
again, I'm not a Migos fan, but Culture compared to what was the Young Rich, whatever.
That one was.
I've never
Tommy's. Younger Tommy's, was that the first one? Yeah, I think so.
That compared to that, whatever had Versace on it was terrible.
Yeah.
Compared to Culture,
I gotta look that up.
Like I said, I'm not a big Migos fan, but Culture compared to their first album was light years ahead.
Yeah, like I wasn't.
Young Rich Nate. No, that ain't right.
It was one of those.
Yeah, that is Young Rich Nation.
That's the little chains they all had. So I definitely wasn't into Migos like they were popular.
I'm still
hear a couple jams at the bar.
That second album is worth it.
Culture has definitely put them over the top with me. It definitely sealed their spot in hip hop to me.
Because honestly, you know what I think this is? Because we were talking about all those before when we were doing off air. We were talking about the first albums that we don't remember. Okay. In 20 or 30 years, whenever kids listen to Migos, like we listen to Bone Thugs and stuff now, they won't remember Young Rich Nation.
It'll be one of them. That's why we're doing.
Like niggas gonna be acting like Culture was the first album because they're about to drop Culture too.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be.
I'm putting a check next to it because if we talk about these CDs,
I'll put it in honorable mentions.
Oh, you don't think it should make?
I understand this album's like only 6 months old.
Yeah.
Still, the impact of it though.
Yeah.
Compared to their first album, compared to someone's first and going to the second. Like to
singles, me,
man. It was written. Nas. Like I wasn't Illmatic, hands down. Everybody puts that. It's one of the best CDs. I wasn't listening to Illmatic on a regular. Like that wasn't my first Nas CD. So I came in to, listening to Nas on the second album.
Yeah.
So to me, like that has a lot. It was written probably would be like.
You remember when that shit came out though?
Hell yeah, I remember when ATLiens first came out, which is definitely on my list because Wheels of Steel was like.
For me, that's how it is with like. My was a Hell's Has No Fury because I remember listening to Grinding off the first joint. I don't remember listening to the album. Hell Has No Fury, the album, that whole thing. First, I don't think there was really like a good single on that album. That album for Street Stories was it.
Yeah.
Push Solid himself, man. That album could get niggas in jail.
Yeah. Definitely. Everybody said that.
ATL.
Oh yeah,
check.
And I actually think people did go to jail because of that album.
Probably.
Redman, There's a Dark Side. That's just one of my. I have to just Redman in general. If you're new to hip hop or you think you know all the hip hop and you don't really know the backstory of Redman, that's just definitely one of those albums you need to listen to. Like he was like king of the turn up early. Like it was an unorthodox turn up, but it was definitely like the turn up. You know?
The time before what DMX? Was DMX about it?
No,
Was
not
he
when
before
Redman
that?
first came out.
For real?
Redman came out like back with EPMD type, and he used to have the
Oh,
tissue in his
that
nose.
shit- I remember
like
that.
Like, he was like bringing just the unreal, unorthodox style. So Redman was like one of the highs for me. Brought up Master P, Ghetto Dope. That's one of the hardest like beat. Ghetto Dope, the intro alone, like that whole bubbling up and then just going into it,
Yeah.
like
That whole
that's
CD
one of the
was
hottest
hard.
singles, like intros
That
to
whole
a
CD was hard, even with Silk the Shocker on it.
And for the Silta Shocker, Mr. Fuck Up Your Ad Libs over your first track, like he was
everywhere.
He was a horrible mystical. That's who he was. He wanted to be mystical, but he was just horrible at like setting up. Word of Mouth, Ludacris.
I like that. Who was on that?
That had
False? No, what was the joint?
it wasn't Fantasy. Fantasy was on Back for the First Time. So
Word of Mouth was
Move and all that.
Yeah,
Move. Oh yeah.
Was it?
Yeah,
I'm believing that.
Black Bodies.
Shout out to everybody tuned in right now. You know, if y'all got a suggestion, y'all can still. This is the top 10 hip hop.
I don't think it's the right
sophomore album.
I don't
So
think
not
Word of Mouth.
Oh, Roll Out was on there.
Roll Out.
Wait.
Area codes. Growing Pains.
No, Back for the First Time was the.
I tried the show.
Had all the good shit on it.
Saturday.
Incognito was the first.
That's what I kept on trying to tell you.
The first time.
Ah,
So we got that.
I don't remember Incognito.
I remember hearing it, like hearing of it, but
then I
now.
would say Back for the First Time. Then, huh?
Oh yeah, we got
What's your
that?
So that's actually.
Oh, we got Fantasy on there. So
See, that's why I was like, I knew the Fantasy was the second. I was like, Fantasy was on the second album.
Southern Hospitality.
Yeah, that beat was hard, bro.
So then it makes, I mean, the title, that's the best title for a second album.
Yeah, I'm not
Back for the first
And
time.
you know why I think it was called Back for the First Time? Because he knew the first album didn't get
right.
the look.
So yeah, it's like, here I come, like, let me give you
Like, this
another
is
album.
really
This-
what it is. Yeah.
Well, see, he capitalized off of the sophomore album
Yeah.
run because that's where everybody pretty much listened to him.
Nellyville.
Again,
That was this guy, Jay Scott.
I do Nellyville because Dilemma and Hot in Here on Nellyville.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boy Sparky, Sparky. You know, definitely let me know top 10 sophomore albums. What's your favorite second album? Shout out to Keish, you know, who only tunes in now every 5 to 7 episodes. Who used to be our greatest fan. Yeah, my hair is whooped right now, but I'm gonna get that, you know, worked on. I got people who's going to tend to that, so don't worry about this much.
Yeah.
I feel like I played in the WNBA or something. Like this is a straight forward for the WNBA, Syracuse or something. Like I feel like that, you know. Like
90s UConn
yeah,
player.
definitely.
Damn.
Now I was a Schmigel Holtzlaw, so I was a Tennessee.
There you
I
go.
hated.
There you go.
You know.
Tennessee was nice for me.
I actually have more arguments for Nellyville. Air Force One and Pimp Juice were also.
Big boy.
Woo, Air Force One was on there.
Number
What?
one, Hot in Here, Dilemma,
Number one.
Air Force One.
Wait, that's
Pimp
where he went
Juice
after KRS One though. That was like a diss track.
wasn't the worst. for
No, it was
Nellyville.
all right.
Except for
If you
Nellyville.
didn't know he was going after KRS One, but Air Force Ones is when they start making the bullshit knockoffs right after that.
Yeah.
Everybody was buying them.
Yeah.
The Gucci and the Louis
Yeah,
one.
and
Think about it, he
Plastic.
changed the shoe game.
Yeah, he definitely
Yeah.
did that.
Everybody was rocking Forces before. I was rocking Forces before that.
And then again, Dilemma, Pimp Juice. Pimp Juice had niggas getting in trouble.
Dilemma was that hit,
yeah.
and that's right up there with Ja Rule.
But
When
it's
you say Ja Rule,
Nelly.
you can't say you wasn't jamming to that.
It's
Just like the Ja Rule,
Nelly.
Ja
Nelly is
Rule
one of
Rule
the-
336.
Nelly is one of only like 5 or 6 rappers ever to go down.
Yeah. That's
Really?
true.
We're making arguments for the list. That's all I'm doing right now is
I'm not
making
sitting there saying
arguments.
I listen to Nelly in
I'm sorry, I didn't
2017.
mean to do that, guys.
But you would listen to Nellyville in 2017.
Some of these
2018.
songs, Air Force One comes on. And
Oh, absolutely.
It's not getting turned up.
Because that's
Hot in
that
Here and
beat's
all that,
hard
yeah.
as fuck. Hot
The
in Here,
first one was definitely dope.
Hot in Here, I can go.
Yo, I went to the
They
concert
played
over the
that
summer
shit
that
out.
Hot in Here still gets what it is.
It definitely does.
Like
I
white,
hate that
like
song.
white.
Shout out to the boy Code,
Hot in
Sean
Here was
Vaughn, you know.
Lollipop before Lollipop is.
I hate that fucking song, man. They
Ja-
played it out.
50 Cent's The Massacre is on the list.
Clank,
Uh,
clickety, clank.
To me, one of the top ones is the Fugees, The Score. I forgot that was their second album.
The what?
You know, the Fugees, because they came out with the Blunted. We talked about that earlier. That's the one with Mona Lisa and Wyclef Gets the Ball Head. So
Yeah.
the Fugees, The Score was definitely,
Yeah.
that goes down as one of the greatest albums.
Period.
You know, so that's definitely making the list. Biggie's Life After Death was his sophomore album, even though it was his last official album.
Mhm.
So that kind of makes where does that go on the list with people? And it was a double.
Yeah, it was double disc.
You know,
I don't know, man.
it had. You know,
gems.
so somebody like Bleed. It had hits. More Money, More Problems was on that.
Yeah, one of the biggest hits.
What? Ten Crack Commandments wasn't on that. Was
No,
it?
that
was
was
on
first.
first. Okay, that was me getting ahead of
Don't
myself.
do that.
I would put Biggie on there. Life After Death as a second, and Tupac's second was strictly for my niggas. So I don't know. With me, Pac, Me Against the World is the best Tupac CD. So I kind of shout out to the boy Yard who's tuned in. I know you got a best sophomore album.
Hypnotize.
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 Driving backwards. That's when he stole the money. I don't care about this money. I do. Like what? Driving backwards. You can't even drive backwards for more than
Notorious
3
Thugs.
parking spots and not think about that CD.
Going back to Cali.
That's going on there. Biggie's Life After Death is making my list. Sky's the limit. That whole album.
That whole album.
Notorious Thugs was the same.
Oh, Notorious Thugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
Biggie Moon Circle. Yeah, that was one of the
that
best.
Okay,
And we already talked about who had the best bone collab. Tupac
or Biggie?
Yeah, Biggie.
It's Biggie.
I don't know.
I'm a Tupac fan over Biggie, but Notorious Thugs is better than the other.
Notorious Thugs good.
Because I think you said it before. I was like, Biggie got to did their flow better.
Yeah.
Like it was like Biggie went after their flow and didn't just
And
kill
Pac was with that. It was that just hit him up or not hit him up, but it was one of them type jams where just
Biggie and
Even though-
Eminem.
it was hard, but
That Dead Wrong with Eminem was
I feel
hard.
like we underestimate for the love of money
but that's the third. What?
when we
That's
talk about
the
the
first.
rappers. So
No, it is
love
the
of
third.
money was easy.
True.
Uh,
Yeah, For the Love of Mo Cheese is my favorite. That instrumental that follows For the Love of Money was like my favorite off of that because it was an instrumental. You got to ride on it, but it was dope too.
He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. I brought that up earlier.
Yes, DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince. He's the DJ. I'm the
history.
rapper. Again, won the first Grammy. First hip hop Grammy was Fresh Prince for something off of that CD, and they boycotted the Grammys because they didn't televise the awards. So
The Grammy, I think, was for Parents Don't
understand. And so the first hip hop Grammy, the first hip hop boycott of the Grammys, the reason why you always see rap now on the Grammys televised for the award. So I would have to give them some leeway, you know. So
I keep it real with you. I was a Will Smith fan earlier.
we know that we know your history with Will Smith and coming up like him. That was the hardest rapper for.
For real?
Yeah, you got to remember the age thing, man. You got to remember the age thing.
Never.
So
That's like me loving Vanilla Ice coming up.
If that was all you, no, it would have been like Marky Mark or something.
Yeah,
it wouldn't have been Vanilla.
shit.
It would have had to been Marky Mark and a Funky Bunch.
Yeah.
good memories.
Yeah. Good vibration. Oh, your damn pants up. Y'all talking about us saying like that his whole marketing plan was ass out. Basically,
Yeah.
like that's all he did was show his underwear.
Now look at him.
Yeah,
Rich as fuck.
pressing people on any one of them cop shows they're on.
Yeah.
All right, Cypress Hill, Black Sunday.
Hey, man.
Again, one of the only Latino.
Insane in the
Yes.
Membrane?
Insane in the Membrane is on that.
Yeah, that was a good scene too.
We also have, what did we say that was close to that? And Fat Joe, Jealous
Yeah.
One's Envy. Since we're going like Puerto Rican, Spanish, the only people on our list that's like that. Black Monks. Was that their second one though, Yard? That's all I want to know. He said aggravated monkeys, Black Monks. I do fuck with Black Monks. I would probably do something out of Boot Camp Click or the second Smith & Wesson, me personally. Or Black Moon. Black Moon too.
West Coast, Doctor's Advocate game. I don't think it's one of the. I'm just like tossing out there. We have to talk about a lot of West Coast.
Ice Cube Death Certificate.
Yep.
Hands down is making the list. Like
Yeah, I'm not mad about
The
that.
Chronic 2001.
2001.
that's only because
Yeah.
what's the name never came out, so we're hanging
Nothing's
on
better
that.
than the Chronic. Chronic is
Oh, wait.
all the way through. I won't say nothing's better, but
Good.
And that was a lot
Wait.
of collabs on that.
I'm trying to think.
yeah.
Like every jam was like that was just a West Coast All Stars basically to me.
This like maybe I could say like 3 or 4 songs I really like.
Fat Joe's second one was
Yeah,
Jealous
like
One's
2 or 3.
Envy, you know. So that's or Jealous One's Still Envy or something. Was it Jose?
Jealous
Or
One
Joe. It
was
was one of his
still envy.
Still Envy. So it was Jose. You know, he put Dawn Cartagena, even though that was a dope album too. I wasn't really into Fat Joe until Big Pun, and then that like brought him back to me. Like I always respected him, like,
Right.
but I never was like Fat Joe hands down the best Puerto Rican or whatever rapper. It was like Pun was going to be that.
Mm-hmm.
So, but his second album
I
wasn't
feel like
great.
it's always
to
to
the
tell
depth.
Fat Joe back after Pun died. Is I feel like everybody's always like, yeah, you cool, but like
No, before that he held it down. Like
Yeah,
before
yeah.
that, you had Fat Joe and everything. What's the jam with him, Jadakiss, and all them? It was off his CD.
Was it the New York track?
It was no, it was on the Dawn Cartagena, and like it may have had like Raekwon on it too. Like it was one of them. Oh shit! But I think that should be on the list. I'm just going. We're just reciting a couple of these before we get to the actual list. T.I. Trap Music, hands down, is making a list.
Yes.
The Locks, We Are the Streets, is their second one.
Fuck you.
Yeah, and they went after Diddy, and it was the one where they was trying to get free off of Bad Boys. So that was the first time that you actually knew about the labels jerking motherfuckers and seeing the artists fight for their own. So I think We Are the Streets is definitely a pillar CD for that reason only.
We're gonna talk about this one because you thought to put this one on this little ass on this list.
When I just asked about Juvie, what was Juvie's second one, and it was Soldier Rags. I wasn't a fan of like until like
I was a fan of that.
I was tired of hearing AZ. Shout out to Boy Yard for putting AZ on there.
What was
the second one? 9 Lives? Because Door Die. And then you had 9 Lives or the one with the fire.
Yeah, the fire
The
one.
one with the fire on top. So I don't know, but AZ's first one definitely was a dope ass CD.
Which one was that? Sugar Hill?
That was Door Die. Yeah, that was
John Blaze, those Nas, Big Pun.
John Blaze.
Okay.
John
Big
Blaze.
Pun,
Pieces of a
Raekwon.
Man. Phrase.
Pieces of a Man. On the list. One of the greatest intros. Definitely has some dope ass songs on that. If people don't know about AZ on there, him and Nas. AZ is like Nas and Jay-Z put together. If you like Nas and you like Jay-Z, listen to some AZ albums. It's definitely like the borderline between both of them.
He slept on. Not too many people talk about AZ. He was just some smooth motherfucker.
That's what I'm saying. He had Nas and Jay at the time, and he was like playing the background. But that whole The Firm kills everything on The Firm.
Phone tap.
And definitely, Phone Tap one of them. And I'm gonna need Yard to get your facts right. Jay-Z's second one wasn't The Blueprint.
Right.
It was In My Lifetime Volume 1. So that's on the list too.
And then
Wake Up Completely, brother.
And Don Cartagena was his third.
And Don Cartagena was the third album.
Is that true? Yeah.
For Fat
And
Joe.
I just had somebody hit me up. Revolutionary Volume 2 of Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique. Hey, honorable mention, or I mean, y'all at least put it out there. So I'm not really a fan of. Don't know too much about it, but I don't know. All right, so that's just a couple. Like I said, T.I. Trap Music, hands down, should be on the list. Kendrick's Good Kid, Mad City.
Yes.
I don't even know how anybody would debate that one.
Yeah, you can't.
Wait, what do we? How many check marks?
Don't worry about my check marks, man. Don't worry about my check marks.
Again, this is his list.
Yeah.
That's me getting the ones that people say, okay, maybe that needs to be on the list. Now I'm going to do from 10 down. And
Biz Markie, come on, the Biz never sleeps.
Biz Markie had one song, Friends, which everybody still uses it. Anybody
Mario's career is based
like that's one of the ones I use to this day. If you ask somebody for something and they're like, no, I ain't got it, you just go into it. Friends. How many of us have them? It makes anybody feel bad.
When you say that, I think of Next Friday.
That's what did my fault. That was my fault. We're talking about Say He's Just a Friend. That one. Oh baby, that could start any karaoke too. If you need a jam to start a karaoke with, Biz Markie.
If you want to start a crowd eruption, just start singing that. People will sing with you. I promise.
So I apologize for the mix-up. I've been called Yarb out on mix-ups, and then I just did a whole different song.
What's up with zagging? Are we calling it zagging for life?
We're saying that it's niggas for life, NWA, I don't know. Like, to me, NWA's first one, hands down. Foxy Brown, China Doll, that was her second one, and it should make the list because she did have some heat on that. It's better than Little Kim's second one. I definitely did.
I argue People's Champs Paul Wall a little bit.
Paul Wall.
Mentions
What's on that?
Sitting Sideways and Drive Slow.
Drive Slow, homie. Wasn't that on
It was
Kanye's
on both.
team?
It was on both of them.
It was on Kanye. Oh, Kanye.
That was it.
Late registration.
Late registration. All right, so we going on here now. We got everybody here. Like I said, we're just chiming in. So we're gonna do this one real quick because we want to get into the top 10 local reviewed list, which is really what this whole year was about. Shout out to all the artists they reviewed.
I don't say this one, but I like saying the title of it. A Salt with a Deadly Pepper.
Salt and Pepper, shout out to you. A Deadly Pepper though, that was a horrible. The Roots definitely are going on.
I just
there.
love puns.
Things Fall Apart was dope.
Who was on
Don't Worry You Got Me with Erykah Badu.
Okay.
That that solo track alone.
That was
you know?
that Scott Storch made that beat. Ooh.
Yeah.
King of Rock, Run DMC.
Okay, so we're going top 10 sophomore albums. We have a lot of names. We've chimed in on a lot. I'm gonna just go 10 through 1. I'm gonna put things on the list. I'm gonna ask these guys in here if they don't have any issue with it. We're going down a list like that. So
We're just already ready, yo.
huh?
There's nothing here.
For what?
Nothing to argue, I guess.
Memphis Bleak.
Don't
Don't worry about that.
Around the Hell Had No Fury?
Oh, you arguing that clips?
Yes,
the second clips? We're gonna argue the clips. Shout out to my sister, shout out to Shenanigans, tuned in. Top 10 sophomore albums. I know she doesn't know anything about that. She was probably like 2 when any of these albums came out. But shout out to my sister for tuning in.
You know about that
New York,
way?
East New York,
Y'all don't want to know what
Who?
y'all don't know who sophomore album that is.
Exhibit.
I don't really want to know.
Soulja Boy's second album.
No one knows that one. Soulja Boy forgot that was his second sophomore album. So definitely
What
don't.
was on that?
Soulja
Why do you
Boy.
know is the better
Birdwalk? Was it
question.
Birdwalk?
You're questioning a lot with this guy. We're gonna,
You don't remember the dance?
yeah, I'm gonna turn it up. Well, I gotta go there too then, because he did just bust out with it. He did bust out, yeah. Look. The legs and the whole nine. All right. Lord.
What's up, y'all?
Rick knows all the dances. For real. Just to let you know that. All right, so here we go. Number 10. We had everybody chime in. Rob Rose chimed in online. Ric Flair did his list online. So with all that, I'm gonna put number 10 on my list, on the overall list.
Overall. Wait, we have 10 checks?
Oh, and Mobb Deep's The Infamous was their second album. So just to let y'all know that.
Wait, you're gonna take a check mark on Jay-Z?
No worry, it's just me realizing where I might put on it.
Did you stop hating on this man so much?
No, that wasn't even good.
What?
Jay-Z's second album was not good.
No.
Is that even like you're gonna put?
What,
You're a
Jeezy?
Jay-Z hater.
I am.
Oh, Jeezy, what was Jeezy's second?
Hug Motivation 102.
That's going on.
Thank you. Whatever you said, I knew wasn't the second one.
What? They said
All
it
right.
was something else.
We're going number 10.
I'd argue if it was Recession.
What?
I know that's like his third or fourth album.
No. Stuck Motivation.
Number 10 on my
Jeezy
list.
like to drink. Jeezy like to smoke.
Oh, yeah.
Jeezy like to drink.
Damn, I forgot. I kind of want to go.
Well, he was tapping again around that death certificate area.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you
Ice
wanna get
Cube
rid of
goes
this?
way up higher. He
Whoa.
goes way up higher.
Okay, I was gonna be like, that's a little salty right there.
I'm like,
I'm going to put at number 10.
Cool with that?
What? You see where I'm at? Just because, I mean, there's a lot more that's going to like beat this one out, but we're still going to put it on there and might move up too. But we're going to go DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper at number 10. Again, it was the first Grammy. It was the first Grammy. And it was the first boycotted Grammy because they tried not to show the rap Grammy on
For the history.
air. So for the history, and that first album,
Yeah, it was
that
hard.
album, the second album, I can't say it was the
I
first
wouldn't say
album.
it was hard, but it was cool.
Okay, so we're going with,
Nightmare on My Street, man.
what was their first album? Just because people's gonna say, just for those who want to say this isn't their second album.
And again, that's the album. The second album was a group, even though Will didn't go solo until way later.
We're not doing any of the solo Will Smith.
You said the Will Smith's the hardest. You're funny.
Like, hands down, we're not doing that. So that's number 10. All right, number 9.
Rock the House is the first album.
Okay, so it's legit that it's their second album. All right, number 9. I will do this one just for the South, and a lot more should go higher up than these guys. So I'm gonna go with the Master P Ghetto Dope at number 9.
and you're telling me
I thought you was about to say something else. I was about to shout.
I'm kind of mad that it's back that far, but if you're
There's a
gonna
lot of
switch
good
it-
ones. Like, I mean, it could possibly be switched once we get into
All
the
right,
top 5.
I'll
So
let you live.
that
for now.
you're saying that we're gonna have. Oh, I guess. I mean, I was gonna say maybe we could say Migos up.
now you.
Can we just get Migos an honorable mention?
Shout out to
They
the
don't make
boy
top 10,
Doobie.
like-
What up, dude? We're doing the top 10 sophomore albums. So Yarb is cutting up. I'm not answering you no more, Yarb, on here. All right. So number 10, we put He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. That's number 10. Number 9, Master P's Ghetto Dope is number 2. That has like one of the greatest intros. So that is number 9.
Make him say, one of them.
Yeah. Number 8 on the top 10 sophomore albums. This one could go higher up too, but since we're already in the South and I'm in that mood, I'm going T.I. trap music.
Okay.
All right.
I was expecting him to go back there.
I didn't know if he was gonna make the top 10.
This is kind of what made T.I. who T.I. is.
Yeah.
Like these first 2 albums, like that whole
I don't remember.
I'm serious.
I don't remember.
I'm serious.
That's
Yeah. When he said the only way you beat me is with a track by Jesus and God featuring Jay-Z,
Yeah.
I was like, he's gonna be here for a while. Like that was just like, I got you. You're just the right amount of arrogant for that one.
He's
like, so I give him that one. So that's
to
number
go
8, T.I. trap music, definitely a dope album. All right, number 7. I'm gonna come back to New York with this. Shit. No, I'm not. Not yet.
Rubber Band Man was on there.
Yes, and that was a dope album. Number 7.
You like James with when we do in the game. Flipping the papers down.
I'm gonna go. I want to put the Migos here.
You want to put?
No,
You
you don't think the Migos will make the list at all?
Wait. Do you wait?
I would put him 10.
10. If any, that's high as they go, bro.
You put them on the tail end. Okay,
Yeah.
so 10. Are we
Instead
moving
of
everybody
DJ
down?
Yeah, but I would move everybody
Are we
down.
moving people down, or are we switching someone?
I just
Wait,
move.
I
wait,
put
wait,
them
wait.
right there for right now.
He
That's
said-
what I said too.
Okay, they're saying Migos honorable mention. I don't know.
Again,
No, I
Fuji's
don't-
gonna be on the list, Sean.
Fuji,
Like,
yeah.
Fuji's definitely on the list, but higher up.
If anything,
Should
How do you feel about the
be in
Migos?
first- yeah.
Migos trap, Migos culture. I feel like this is a dope album. Like they're really making their run off of that
It's been
album.
6
As a sophomore
months.
album, though,
It's been 6 months.
we caught this one early. Like it happened to be just come out right when we were doing the
let me
list.
look
So
at these.
Do we check it out? All right.
T-shirt, Bad and Bougie, Slippery. That's about it.
I'm saying.
Wait. I thought they had.
I can only go as high as 10, but I'm with him on the honorable mention.
I think they had another
Take away
joint.
my.
If they had a
no, you don't even see him on the
Get the
list.
fuck out of here.
I'm saying for a sophomore album, they're doing a lot of but okay, it might go honorable mention. So see, that's what I'm saying. It took this group, so we're cutting that one. All right,
James, look at the track list.
number
man.
7. But Bad and Bougie definitely is one of the
That was
hottest
on.
albums. I mean, one of the hottest songs.
They blew up off that.
Everything
Wow.
they're doing now is off of this culture album. Like all these features, all these second
Yeah.
albums, all this is coming off of that. If they would have tried this after the first album, it would not be. You would not
Yeah,
see a
they're doing
Travis Scott,
features with
Quavo.
everybody.
None of that would have
Nicki
happened.
Minaj,
21 Savage, out like they wouldn't have done that.
Cardi B.
Cardi B wouldn't have fucked with Offset after the first
Wendy
album.
Williams. Damn.
Because of my, look, we ain't gonna do this today. I made one female joke about the WNBA, but we ain't gonna be calling me female shit all day. I'll tell you that much now. All right, Busta Rhymes, when this, I can put Busta Rhymes right there. I can go 7 when disaster strikes. Busta
What's
Rhymes.
on that?
We put your hands where my eyes can see.
Okay.
My eyes can see.
Okay.
Yeah, like that whole wave of what he does.
Did you just claim the fame culture Kelly Price?
Now you just put another song on the list.
Yeah, there's like 4 out of there. I mean,
I'm going Busta Rhymes, number
Busta.
7. When disaster strikes, Busta Rhymes.
I mean, I feel like Brad's looking to find a way to say no, but I'm cool.
Nah, Busta like that animated rapper, like all that. You can't take that.
what? What do you got to say?
And I'm not really, and I'm honestly gonna say I'm not the
Hey, was
biggest
the
Busta
Migos in it?
Rhymes.
7?
I'm not the biggest Busta Rhymes album guy. Like I listen to TRU that's not their second one, is it? No, we got people chiming in saying TRU, but is that No Limit's second album? You know?
No,
No Limit
Yeah.
Soldier.
See, so I don't know. But Busta Rhymes, When Disaster Strikes, number 7.
I'll let you live. I'll let you have it.
Number 6. Let's get back into some. Damn. Now it has to top that when we do say it.
Well, that shouldn't be too fucking hard.
I'm gonna go number 6. This wasn't their best album, but being a group, they haven't made a bad album. So for that being a sophomore album, it did good. And I'm gonna go with Outkast, ATLiens
Hello?
at number 6.
because he's right. It's not their best album.
It's definitely not.
It's probably not even the third best album.
No, they've topped themselves each time. I mean, Southern
Southern
Playalistic is their like that beats this one, but this is still a dope album. So,
and then their 2 solo albums combined into one album.
that's the best double CD sales like ever. So
what the
it's hard to make a double
speaker box and what's it called?
Love Below.
Yeah.
And then I feel like y'all niggas sleep on the Idlewild soundtrack. I might not like the movie, but the soundtrack is not bad.
It's okay.
All right, so number 6, we have Outkast ATLiens. Again, things can move off the list at any time, so we're just saying that. I'm gonna put that out there. Number 5.
I'm gonna take it to the Midwest, man.
You gonna
welcome to Nellyville.
No. Not that Midwest. I'm talking about Chi-Town.
You going
Chicago upstairs.
Bone?
That was what I was saying, but all right, that's cool too.
I'm saying okay. Wait, because I definitely don't think
what was on
that Kanye.
I was going.
That Kanye was that shit was I'm not mad at it.
And Bones Wave, that's better than that. Like that creeping on the come up.
It's better than
late registration.
For
I like those albums, but I wasn't sure about that when you said it. I was like,
Bone is short. Like it's a short album. It's only it's an EP.
Like
it's definitely an EP and it has one instrumental on it. So definitely it's short, but it came out as
their Diamonds on late registration. I don't know if I'm looking at. I don't know if I can.
Wait, you better hold on.
Thuggish Ruggish Bone.
All right.
For the love
of money.
For the love of
No Surrender.
Yeah.
Shit.
Cheese.
Yeah, Mo Cheese is definitely one of the hard instrumentals. Not too many people with instrumentals in their CD, and Outkast did too. Mr. Ouija, even though I didn't, they brought that whole
down for my thing.
Okay, here's what I got for the late. And again, I'm cool with both albums, so don't make me sound like I'm downing on them on Bone Thugs. But Heard 'Em Say with with the joint with the chick that nobody claims is black no more. Gold Digger, Touch the Sky with Lupe. Drive Slow was also on this one. Crack Music. If y'all ain't heard Crack Music with the Game, that one was legit. Roses, that's the one about his grandma. Diamonds from Sierra Leone.
definitely a big track.
We Major Nas. Hey Mama. If y'all remember the track where he was singing for his mom at the Grammys.
Does it make the top 5?
I do think so.
Shit.
It makes the top 5 of all time.
Whoa.
The top 5 sophomore album, like it makes the top 5.
Because it's better than Graduation.
Wait, but then you're saying it's better than all these other ones?
I think it's better than most of them.
It's better than most of them. I think the TI is a fight and the ATLiens because I think it's just.
I think we're gonna be fighting in at the very end.
Sun can get dropped off again. Sun can get bumped off.
I can definitely say it's better than some of those albums
and we can argue. All right, let me say the list one more time for those who's been viewing Facebook and watching us live. Number 10 is DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. Number 9 is Master P, Ghetto Dope. Number 8, T.I. Trap Music. Number 7, Busta Rhymes, When Disaster Strikes. Number 6, Outkast, ATLiens. That's where we're at on the top 10 sophomore albums.
I would switch the Outkast in late registration. I don't know about the T.I. trap music. That's like a personal taste thing. I feel like they're not that.
Wait, so you think we should bump up?
You think Outkast should go to number 5,
and then
late registration is number 6?
I thought we said that wasn't even top 5. Where is it?
Yeah,
I don't see how it couldn't be top 5.
6.
Wait, so we're getting up here in the
late registration. You gotta wait. Then we gotta wait.
What about DMX when it's dark or not? It's dark or hell, it's hot. Flesh on my flesh.
Flesh on my flesh.
I don't think it's better than the first.
It don't gotta be better than the first. That still was a hard.
No, but there's that second one top some of the stuff that we have on the list.
And he dropped that the same year as his first.
Yeah, he was the first one to drop 2 albums in the same year, and they both make either top 10 or something like that.
Number 1.
Yeah, number 1 the same year.
Oh,
even though one was at the end of the year, but it was because of a bet that someone said he couldn't make an album before the year was up.
Like 3 mil or
and he
shit
did.
like that.
He made another album.
There's a bunch of bad stories about DMX making albums like that. Like the third album was made in like 24 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, he was still running with it. There was like the first half of DMX, I don't see nothing bad about that. Like he came in and he did a lot.
James, before we go into the top 10, I just want to know why the fuck did you write this down?
I just read it.
All right, let me speed up on here then. Okay, so leave Bone. Do we want to put Bone in place of somebody? Like take out Master P and put Bone at number 9. Even though I know Ghetto Dope is your fight.
Okay. I would take out if you're gonna take out. Anything,
we can
take out that Busta Rhymes.
Oh shit! Wait, are we just gonna keep it rolling? Wait, let's
trap music. Yeah.
Like I said, I can name a decent amount of albums up here.
Okay, well, I'm gonna just go to my next one.
When do you have Nas up here? Where's Nas at?
That's where I was about to go.
Nas,
it was written.
Kick you in your shin if you start coming here about this.
I'm just saying.
Boy, Dawn, you know, shout out to Dawn, you know, tuned in.
You want Nas at 5?
No.
He said take P out. I got people saying take Master P out. You know, so
fucking no.
if we take Master P out and move these people up,
then I would be filing late registration 6 and the bone 5.
I don't think I think somebody's coming out. I don't see, because here goes the next thing I'm gonna say. I don't even think I should say this one that far back. So I'll bring this one up just to see where y'all at. Jay-Z in my lifetime.
I don't think it should be on the
No,
list.
It shouldn't even
I
be
don't
on
think
the
it
list.
should make the list.
Streets
Okay.
is watching. Streets is
No,
watching.
Blueprint.
No, I
was
just
harder.
think you're a hater. The difference
All right.
is
Next
the
one.
Blueprint would
Next
be
one.
different.
Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
I think it should be up here,
Okay.
but it's 5.
I can live with that as 5. I don't think
I'll put it at 5, but if something gets bumped, it'll probably move back.
It
But
can probably move back.
for the
but I don't
next-
think it should be higher than that, yeah.
You think that one 4?
I can
That
live
was a
with
really good one.
I can
though.
live with that at 4 because I feel like the argument.
Or
I'm going. See, this is where I'm. This is coming up.
Okay.
Too.
That's coming up.
That is 4 though.
That's coming up, and that's coming up to me. And we still got Nas. It was written. Reasonable Doubt was not a second album. Dawn. Shout out to my boy. You just tuned in. So it's the top 10 sophomore albums. So Reasonable Doubt would be his first, and his second album would be In My Lifetime, Volume 1, which didn't make the list by these guys' votes. So that's where we're at with it.
Mostly James's vote.
It
Like I
wasn't
said.
mainly me. Everyone else.
So
was-
number 4, Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City,
that was number 5, but yeah.
or number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4,
This
this could still go higher, but
I'm going with Biggie.
Yeah.
Biggie, Life After Death.
That could be at least like.
Bro, we're in the
No,
top 5.
I don't see that. Number 4, I'm going Biggie, Life After
I
Death.
thought this is a 3-4 vote right here.
I think Pac's Me Against the World was better, so I won't go with Strictly For My Niggas. Like in that argument, it had stuff on there. Tupacalypse Now was dope. Strictly For My
I
Niggas
get
was dope.
around.
But yeah, but Me Against the World was like where he came into, you know, everything. So even though we got the Biggie argument, I won't go Pac just because of that. So this is Life After Death. It's not on here. I'll throw it out there though. Nas, it was written.
Oh, absolutely. But
Good. No singles. He had like one single.
If I Rule the World.
No, that was on the first one.
then was
No, with him and Lauryn Hill.
Dead Presidents?
That was not on the first one.
What the fuck? Wait.
Better watch them niggas.
Oh yeah, you're right. No, yeah, you're right. You're right.
That
was it.
Wait, hold on.
The Message.
The Message.
That was
If I Ruled
that was
the
a big
World.
deal.
I Gave You Power.
I Gave You Power.
The first jam about a gun.
Yeah.
Like
I couldn't. I don't know.
You just not letting
That
this.
hurts, but because
Shout
I
out
like
on that.
Illmatic so much, man. Illmatic
see,
is-
so but that's like the
Illmatic's
best
in my
Nas
top
album.
fucking-
But
yeah.
second album though. Going
I
from
don't-
that to
I just
Street Jeans,
can't do
like
it.
that. Shout out to PZ talking about Benny Siegel, The Reason. It was
That's a shout out, but
What was the one when he was in the jail? When he was with the
first
Blue
one?
CD. That was the first one.
yeah, he killed
With
that.
Pac-Man,
I
and
go-
Wine or Die. And
Yeah.
all
I
that
vote
on there.
for number
What's
3.
Your Life Like?
I go with the Fugees.
Now that's where I'm coming up to. The Fugees, the score.
I'm going with that number 3.
I kind of wanted that at number 2. I would have put
Can we put
Mobb
it
Deep's.
number 2?
I'll
Mobb
put
Deep's
that
The
as number
Infamous.
3 anyway.
That's probably as high as I'm going with Mobb Deep is 3. I like Mobb Deep. I like it as a song.
That was like
wait, all right,
their
wait.
best album, and
Hey,
that
you better
pretty
speak
much
up, man. You over here stroking your beard and shit.
that Shook Ones and all
Yeah.
that. Like that
That's why I
to
said
be
three.
someone's second album,
Okay.
that made a lot. Temperatures Rising.
So you
Got
want
the
that
wait,
freestyle
wait.
going to court for 3
Sneak.
cases. Like that was dope.
This is like-
where they came in.
I can
Talking
go
like
Mobb
that.
Deep. I'm not mad
I
about
think
that.
I'm
And it's crazy because I thought you was gonna bring Cameron. I thought
I've been waiting for that.
Sports, Drug, and
I thought
Entertainment.
SDE would let me know. And I thought you was gonna go there.
SD, Sports, Drug, and Entertainment. That was, I mean, that shit was
First
alright.
Confessions of
But
Fire was
after
better.
that,
And
fucking
Confessions of Fire was better.
Confession Fire was cool.
And-
What was that? What was that?
The one after that was
James,
Come Home With Me.
where you
Drugs.
find
What was
that?
Drugs on?
That was on the first one.
Tell
That was
me-
on Confessions of Fire.
Yeah.
Sandwich chips.
But
Like,
then,
when he's talking to-
Oh Boy comes out after that. Like There's so
Yeah.
much better shit that comes.
Yeah, so that Cam, that definitely doesn't go on there.
I need James.
Mob Deep. All right, Mob Deep goes up in the top
Mobb Deep,
three.
the infamous.
All right, but
It's a
if we have a
great
Mob
CD.
Deep up in here, and we're gonna have Ice Cube, definitely is gonna be up here. Whoa, wait.
Hey, that's what I was
Something has to
saying.
get knocked off.
Something's getting knocked out.
Okay, because I was gonna be like, yo, death certificate.
So I'm going Mobb Deep, but I mean,
These three. Two.
I'm telling you,
the T.I. makes it.
You're gonna be mad because I'm with everybody else that the Master P could go first.
Oh, damn, my phone died. For the live people, I'm sorry. Y'all was following live. It died off on your suspense. It had suspense. We'll come back with the list later.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
actually very suspenseful.
Yeah,
So
get into
y'all-
the top three and it just dies on them.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah, that was marketing, baby. I meant to do that. All
Oh
right.
yeah, that death certificate, man.
Death certificate is definitely no. I think, to me, I'm just say the Fugees is number one.
Oh,
Okay, I'm not mad about that.
I'm not gonna be upset.
I'm
Just
not
for
mad.
overall. Again, you gotta think of where the CD went and
The people that branched off.
yeah, and
Yeah,
the songs
Lauren Hill
that came
became,
from that. The songs that came from that. You play
And,
Kelly's-
I mean, even long shot, we wouldn't have Maria Marie.
yeah. Because yeah,
West
Wyclef-
Side
the only
Story,
thing
okay, West Side
and
Story.
Prez, that was his last thing he ate off of before like
Yeah.
he faded out. Like he has to hold this as his greatest project ever. Proswell, shout out to Pros.
You got freaking, what's his name?
So we gonna just run it.
So can we get that death certificate too?
Yeah. And then we're gonna talk about something that's getting knocked off too.
Oh, something.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
So right now,
I definitely see something getting knocked off.
This is like-
what was
this just
we at?
got two-
Okay, let's go. Oh, that's cool.
Again, I don't see trap music is better than late registration. I just don't see that.
Trap music is better. The Busta Rhymes, I don't get that still. That could go.
All right,
I can go for me too.
Okay, Mobb Deep, the infamous.
we can go ahead and name off some ones that should.
I'm gonna have to charge my phone to tell these people the number one.
The Roots.
You can just grab the cord and we can hook it
I
up
feel like
here.
that's honorable to me.
You got the Roots in there.
I think that's an honorable too.
We got
Just
no.
because
He
it's
needs
never-
you can run that. He needs a
Bro, what?
iPhone.
He's not getting up. This is Diva. He don't do shit like that. You ain't gotta do it, bro. Like I was gonna say, I was just gonna make his seat far as hell next year. But all right. So Mobb Deep, the infamous, and number one. You heard about the cheer being over in the cut next year. Like he ain't even plug in. That's how ignorant this motherfucker is.
I already know I'm ignorant, so I ain't going there.
All right. All right, I'm just gonna name off all these, and should they be in the top 10? And these would be the for all everybody who's just watching.
If there's
3-6,
Yeah.
Too Short, players, the Slim Shady LP, Roots.
That was the argument. The Eminem.
That's not the best M album to me at all. So
Shit,
But is it that
Eminem,
good?
I forgot. Yo, you can
Is
say
that better than these though?
that Eminem
The Eminem LP2 and Slim Shady LP2, is that better than?
with My Name Is and.
Is it better than?
see, I don't think it's better
These
than
top
Rush
five.
Brothers. I actually like some of the
But-
other ones after that more.
But we already discussed that. I think that Illmatic is better than It Was Written, but
It was written to make the list because of that. Because of y'all not.
It Was Written was still a good album.
Yeah, and Slim Shady is a good album. It's not to me. There's probably.
I think if we take Busta Rhymes off at 7.
Then I say move trap music up to 7 and put Late Registration 8.
You just talked about trap music not being and now you moved it up one. Does Ludacris make it
No.
over any of them? Does
I think the Ludacris album is better than
Kenneth.
trap music. I think the
again Bone
Bone.
didn't make the list
Oh, that
at this
one.
point.
I'm not mad about that.
You ain't mad. I'm about.
Ace to 1999,
Oh,
the
yeah,
best
yeah.
album
Yeah,
ever.
I mean,
Thank you.
yes.
That's
It
why
is.
I looked it up hoping that was the second album. I'm like,
Yeah, right.
it's
I
the third
thought
album.
People on the come up was the first, and then you
Right,
Yeah.
that's how I thought it was. That's what my original.
Ja
list
Rule
was.
336.
No,
I just told you
Hold
that,
on, what
but
was
you-
on that
There
one?
was a couple of gems on there.
What I be without you? That shit was
That whole-
hard.
that shit-
That CD was hard.
These whole styles, that whole singing.
I like that CD actually.
That was a high.
That was
CD.
the red CD.
I believe so. Because then the white one was the Vinny whatever the VV.
Yeah, that was,
Betty
that was the
Vici.
first one.
Yeah. So no, this is definitely the second CD. That Ja Rule is definitely honorable mention.
Okay, honorable mention. I was like, oh, don't tell me it's top 10 all time.
It beats the Busta Rhymes.
Yeah.
That album for album.
It probably
it
beats
beats-
the Master P for me too.
Rule 3.
So then, whoa.
Between me
So
and
we
you,
could be
put it
moving
on
all
me.
these.
That Ja Rule's going on here.
I cried.
If you gonna say all of them, and at the time that he came out and what he was doing, it wasn't like I have to put it like That's y'all role. We
That's
was
an
singing y'all
honorable
role.
mention.
It's a high honorable mention.
Golden.
I'm okay with that.
I'm over here like
Gold.
lost right now. Y'all talking about that? I was like, yo, we was all here singing Golden.
True. We got it. All right, so Busta's off the list. Number 7's open.
I'm still saying if y'all love Trump music that much and y'all truly think it's better than Late Registration.
Trap music.
Trap music.
It definitely is. It definitely, that him saying he's the king and coming in and talking shit on everybody was in these first 2 albums.
Then move it up to 7 and put Kanye 8. But I still think Late Registration for the songs I named for y'all is definitely up there.
Are you switching, or do you see Late Registration being ahead of that? I'm just asking.
No, move it up because I've lost the vote here, obviously. Because this nigga, this is how I look at it.
Hold on, what are we
Y'all
doing?
two pick Trump,
He wants to say T.I. moves up
to 8,
and
but late at 8.
Late Registration.
Because y'all two pick Late Registration. I mean, y'all two both pick T.I. I pick Kanye. He apparently abstained like it's the United Nations.
I need some battery life for the people to come back and show these people.
I'm not. Is Late Registration better than?
And I also think it's better than the Masterpiece.
I think Back for the First Time is better than.
Back for the First Time.
I'd take that over the Masterpiece.
I would too. I think Master P killed it with TRU more than.
No, Bourbons and Lax make them say
Make him say,
Okay, I was about to say, I looked up, I thought there was nothing at 2 yet. I'm
Are
like,
we tying? Are we tying at 9? Can we have a tie?
Going through some
Wait,
things.
what's the time?
Can
we have it 2 people in the same spot?
Only 10 can.
Only 10 can be a tie? I like you coming in with the logic off top. So we can get anything else other than that is.
Because then, then everything would be pushed
And
down.
this is what I would
only a
say.
9.
Switch the DJ Jazzy Jeff for Master P, and then put the split for 10 at Master P and the Roots.
Master P and
The Roots.
Wait.
I put Ludacris before I put that one.
The Roots? Okay. So wait, did we move up T.I. yet?
Baby, you are.
He's just trying to put
look,
T.I. up to
so
7.
T.I. number 7, that seems like a bit high on that one.
I don't.
I'd rather put Late Registration at number 7.
Okay.
That's an argument.
All right, we'll just give it to him, man. All right, man.
We're going to put Kanye on there.
Y'all, because I didn't even get into the argument that Hell has no fury, which I would like to see.
You might get honorable. We all get one honorable, so that's
So I'll take
not
the
an
plus
argument.
honorable.
You get to say you're
Okay,
honorable with no problem.
Okay.
So that's just on you. So Kanye West, Late Registration.
Also, I just noticed the remix of that was on there too with Jay.
All right. Master P, we can move this to number 10 and give it a split with Ludacris.
Okay.
That would put Jazzy Jeff and them at number 9. Sealed.
And that basically is it, unless y'all have something to argue about the top 5, which I think we're all cool with the Fugees, Ice Cube, and Mobb Deep is the top 3, unless James has the issue.
Back on.
All right.
I could switch Biggie and Mobb Deep. I could switch Kendrick Lamar and Mobb Deep too. The whole Kendrick Lamar CD was hard. All of it. All of it. Every single song.
Hear me out.
What was
Only song.
and what off of the Mobb Deep was it? Like that's the go-to album. If you fuck with Mobb Deep,
I'm not going as far as him, but I would switch to Biggie and the Mobb Deep.
Yeah, I like that.
I like Biggie up higher. I think Kendrick should be up higher.
I'm not going to argue the Kendrick with you.
I like that one.
All right,
I can do that.
What song did you really hate off that album?
Of the Kendrick Lamar here, I'm about
What
to
was the
give
second
you
joint with Dre?
That was all right.
Like the first single of that, first thing I think Compton got annoying to me after a little bit.
All right, so that's the list.
Was,
that's the list. Number 10 is Master P, Ghetto Dope,
Which don't kill my vibe.
shared with Back for the First Time, Ludacris. Number 9, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince. Number 8, T.I. Trap Music. Number 7, Kanye West, Late Registration. Number 6, Outkast, ATLiens. Number 5, Kendrick Lamar. Number 4, Mobb Deep, The Infamous. Number 3, Biggie, Life After Death. Number 2, Ice Cube, Death Certificate. And number 1, The Fugees, The Score. That's where we're at. Now everybody can give us their honorable mentions.
My honorable mention goes to the Clips. Hell has no fury.
I forgot we was even on screen. I mean, on live. That's how much this debate is going.
You back on? So.
Can I read the tracks off of Good Kid, Mad City?
Oh, that one. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, no, it's a great album. Absolutely.
Damn, I didn't know you were so offended about it.
Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe.
Great album.
Backseat Freestyle.
Oh, great one.
Money Trees. Poetic Justice.
That was the joint with Drake.
Mad City with
Money
MC8.
Trees is dope. As
Swimming Pools.
Yeah.
Compton with Dre. That was.
Okay, I mean,
He had
Compton
a
was a song I
jam with
liked.
what's his name too.
Was the Jam with Mary J on that too?
That was on the deluxe edition bonus tracks. Now or Never with Mary J. Blige.
Oh, Now or Never. That was a joint.
That was a joint that was on
GTA.
I think.
That was great. That was a great one.
J-Rock Money Trees. Yeah, that was
J-Rock just that J-Rock face.
Bro, that whole CD's hard.
Again, it's in the top 5. None of us discussed it on the top 5. I just know that you're gonna win a very sorry argument on that with him and his mom.
Oh, that was a horrible way to put this thing
in there.
Halle Berry. I was gonna say
hallelujah.
The whole thing is different.
Pick your poison. Tell me what you're choosing.
All right, good people, we back. We're all lopsided and shit.
So we run down that top 10 that they just missed.
All right, when we were off camera.
Things
changed. Missed the top 3. And
who's there? You want to save your audible until? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. This is. Shout out to the boy Walkman. You know.
Put that down. I did not put that down.
No, that was Millennium. I just didn't spell it right. Yeah. Will Smith. This guy.
I thought you said he said Will I Am.
I spelled it wrong because I've never even looked at the Millennium. All right.
It was a Will I Am first.
We are doing the top 10 sophomore albums.
Look it up.
This is the undercard for the top 10 local review list on Unfiltered for 2017. So we're getting into this top 10 sophomore albums by your favorite artists out here. And we all have an honorable mention afterwards. So if you hate the list.
Before he goes in, James is about to look up the idea that there really is a Will I Am album.
He's in the.
He definitely had a Will I Am.
You forget that terrible song with Usher? Oh my God.
Yeah. Oh my. What? The black dude from.
Oh my God, he had. Okay.
With Fergie, what the hell's her name?
Yeah, Fergie.
Must Be 21 was his
weird dude.
Black Eyed Peas, yeah.
And the other one was like a ninja slash.
He was like an Asian type dude? Oh,
he was odd. I don't even know. Shout out to Tanny B tuning in too. We're doing the top 10 sophomore albums, you know, from all your favorite artists. You know, it's the top 10. We have our list. We all get an honorable mention. If y'all don't like the list, definitely chime in at the bottom of the video. Let us know which should have made the list in your eyes. But this is how we're going to go.
He actually has a pretty solid lineup.
Will I Am or Wyclef?
I'm just saying.
I'm not here for this Will I Am argument.
He's downloading them off camera now. He's like, I need that Apple Music.
Phife Dawg, MC Supernatural. Like, these aren't too bad. Like,
those are features. I'm
just saying, feature-wise, it's not too bad.
It's a Will I Am album.
But it's Will I Am. I don't know if it's going to be
okay. You know. I'm not. Top 10 albums right here. So let us know if y'all agree with this list, or let us know what other albums you think should have been on the list, and we'll take it into consideration. Even though the list is already made, it's a great argument. All right, number 10, we actually have a tie for the first time. You know, this CD is just above honorable mention, so we've tied our 10 spot. James say that's the only spot we can have a tie in, which makes sense. So the number 10 top 10 sophomore albums, the tie is between Masterpiece, Ghetto Dope, and Back for the First Time, Ludacris. So that's the number 10 spot, is a shared spot between Masterpiece, Ghetto Dope, and Back for the First Time by Ludacris. Fan of both albums, kind of lean more towards the Ludacris album, but that's just me.
I think we all do except one person here.
All right, take it off.
No. You argued
it off and put the fucking Ludacris.
No, you argued it.
Name
and it worked. You got
off,
Masterpiece is happy that you fought this hard for
what's off of Ludacris's Back for the First Time that was better than Make Him Say What's your fantasy? Maybe, but no. Make Him Say was worldwide, dude. That's when No Limit was running.
I agree. The intro to that one. The intro was definitely
Bourbons and Lax.
Taking you in this hard just because you right there now. Just because it popped you up. Take your ass in there.
And they must have said, oh, that's weird.
Hold on. Let me go to this track list thing.
What are you looking at? All right. So number 10.
I didn't agree with him on the Make Him Say
Number 10, there is a split. It's a tie. Masterpiece, Ghetto Dope, and Ludacris's Back for the First Time at number 10.
All right, so you got What's Your Fantasy, Southern Hospitality, You Got a Problem, Game Got Switched, First and
none of those are better than Make Him Say.
None of them three. None of them three you said right.
Bourbons and Lax, Pass Me the Green, Going Through Some Things.
The Hoe skit.
Make Them Say
The Hoe skit, definitely the Hoe.
I Miss My Homies.
Okay. All right.
Damn.
It's split.
I Miss My Homies is on that?
Yeah.
Hands down. That's one of my favorite dedications. No one makes R.I.P. jams like that. That definitely was one of the hottest ones. Still has Silk the Shocker on it, but
yeah,
he
did.
He was kind of horrid. Shout out to the boy Gangster. Shout out to the boy Juice tuning in. Top 10 sophomore albums. He said, no, that's not Luda's first album. We already looked it up. Back for the First Time is his second album. The first album was with the Incognito.
Yeah,
Incognito was his first album. So
is Master P better than Ludacris?
do you think Master P in the comments, Master P's Ghetto Dope or Back for the First Time Ludacris?
Go look and then go look at them tracks first.
I had word of mouth on there, and we found out that it wasn't his actual second one. That's his third. So that's what we're doing, bro. Some of these people do have first albums that were like horrible sales, like Bone Thugs and Harmony's first album was horrible. Mobb Deep's first album horrible.
Yeah.
So
even technically
Eminem's first album, if you know, fan,
I don't remember that.
Horrible. There's albums that we don't remember, but it was a studio album, so we have to go back.
Eminem album had one feature. It was Kid Rock.
That was his first.
Now 2000. I'm telling you, 2017.
I don't even see how he would feature Kid Rock. I think he would have been one of the first. That seems like one of the people he would have went in on. Like,
no D12 either.
Both from Detroit.
And they were
true. Okay,
white rappers too. So
yeah, they gave him that a little bit.
Stick together, hour.
At that time, he's like, "Hey, I don't know where I'm gonna be in this game. Let me buddy up with you." And then he broke off.
Somebody, right?
Start going off. All right.
What's up with the number 9 spot?
Well,
See,
we all fucked
my
up.
boy Sean is fighting. See, this is why again, Ohio is off the hook. Shout out to Akron, but at the same time, this is proving my Ohio point. He's fighting this whole Ludacris thing. We looked it up. Incognito was first. Everybody's heard about Incognito, so I've actually heard about that. So we're going with Back for the First Time. It's his second album. The gavel has been dropped. That's what it is. Number 9, DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. Again, due to it being the first Grammy. And it had dope songs on there too, so we're not taking away from that. But it was the first hip hop Grammy. They boycotted the Grammys, you know. So that's what it is. That's number 9. Nightmares on My Street. All right, so that's number 9. And it had the whole Busta Rhymes type thing with the, you know, animated video and all that. Busta kind of ran with that too, so I'll give him that. All right, number 8, T.I., Trap Music. The time when this man was calling himself the king and people thought it was just a fluke off of the first album, he kept it up with this album and went in and pretty much did his thing and sealed his spot in the South. So that's where we're at with that CD. And so that's number 8. Number 7, thanks to your boy, Jay Skyline. I mean, it did have hits on there, so we're not just going to say that. Kanye West, Late Registration is the number 7 sophomore album.
He argued a fucking CD into the top 10 on some bullshit. He's right. Master P's album was better than that.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Woo!
All right.
Make him say, "Oh, was bigger than Gold Digger," at the time.
That was both of their hits. That was both. I'm gonna give
one song.
That was both of their hits.
I can name one song compared to a whole album.
What's the whole album?
So I guess when it shows your face, it didn't tags you.
There wasn't all 6.
Watch, you'll pop up in a minute.
That's wild.
Do you want to tag James? That's creepy.
Kanye's up too high.
That's creepy.
Kanye's up too high.
Wait, what?
I'm asking you, both of you. Kanye's up to. No,
Kanye did a lot for the game and rapper, producer, all that.
7 overall, 7 ever.
I said first thing I wasn't the one that said put him 7.
He said switch him and T.I., so he wanted him 8. So it wasn't.
But we didn't want T.I. that high though.
Yeah,
but then
T.I.'s first album I would have put.
All right, so you're saying Master P should be up higher then?
No.
No,
so they're where they're at. They're where they're supposed to be.
Right. Yeah, I'm not arguing that number.
Kanye at number 7 with Late Registration. You know.
All right.
So we're gonna leave that there.
Or do we want it down? We want.
And then that's the one Gold Digger. Then he brought Jamie Foxx's career kind of back with him on that, and
I think that's sort of a slow down.
Yeah, but still, but that's when other artists, and then the Twista.
Like I said, Diamonds.
Yeah, it was a deep, All right, number 6, Outkast, ATLiens. Again, not their greatest album, but a great sophomore album, and it can give a lot of these albums a run for their money.
What's your favorite song off there?
What I gotta say about that?
It wouldn't be like the radio hits. Like with Outkast, it was a lot of like everything on there. Like I said, I liked Wheels of Steel. For some reason, the scratching on that's just dope. The Jazzy Bell was dope as hell. Elevators was like the hit single off of there.
Babylon
was a dope. All their songs was like, but Jazzy Bell maybe was like my favorite jam on the look. That was a good. The remix video was all right, but it was a great second album. It was a great follow up. The Southern Playalistic. All right, so number 6, they didn't make the top 5, but they had many albums that probably could break top 5s in different categories. Number 5, the top 5. Top 10 sophomore albums. Here goes number 5. Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City breaks in at number 5. There's not much you could probably say about that album to take away from it being a great sophomore album. Now, you may not agree with the placement or it making the top 5, but that's what we've come to. If you hate it, tell us in the comments.
Do you think that's not his best? Is that what you're saying?
No, he got better.
No, I just didn't consider Section 8.
I think that's
album.
his best.
That was that's his best album.
Yeah.
Man, if you think the other one's better, that's on you. But I like was it King Kunta or not King Kunta?
No, that's about
To Pimp a Butterfly.
No, I think that was a dope album.
Yeah, it was a dope
No,
album.
that ain't better than
No.
But it's not better than that.
I just always looked at it as Good Kid, Mad City was the first album.
No,
Now
Section
we
8.
checked it. It's fact checked. I'm wrong. That was the only thing that was questioned. But no, Good Kid, Mad City is a great album.
Is it overly dedicated?
We're not going that far. That's a mixtape.
Was that a mixtape? All right, I'm just wondering.
All right, number 5, Good Kid, Mad City, Kendrick Lamar. Number 4, Mobb Deep, the infamous. Again, people forget that they had a first CD. It was Juvenile Hell, however you want to say it. It was horrible to me, like for real. Especially listening to the infamous first, thinking that was their first, and then going back and seeing it had nothing to. It wasn't the same. Thank God for Q-Tip being on the production of the infamous and helping out. You know, I think Havoc got better with his beats, and it was dope.
You didn't know that?
No, I'm about to like wait.
No, you used to go on Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah, what did we?
Yeah, it definitely was a Tribe Called Quest. Was it Electric?
Oh,
No, it might have been Low End Theory, but we'll see.
Calm down.
You'll look it up.
he's gonna get up and he's gonna try to fuck the whole list up.
I'm about to.
That's on you. That's like
That could be your honorable mention. So number 4 is Mobb Deep, the infamous. Again, had dope hits on there. It was like the New York staple type attitude. It brought that whole New York attitude. Tim's went heavy. It went out. You know, it was crazy. It was like, especially if you were like young or you were a teen or something at that age, that like described you. So you were just happy with that. That was like your movement CD. Number 3, Biggie, Life After Death. And it was a double CD, and it's hard for double CDs to make any type of list. But again, it was his last CD, but it definitely was a dope CD. Would it be in a double CD and it still had hits on both of them? Like, I can compare that to Pac's, but again, that wasn't his second album. So I won't take away from Biggie's. Life After Death, though, great hits on there. Both CDs can bang both. Nothing else to say about that. Number 2 on the top 10 sophomore albums. This man went on to make many more albums. He made one of your favorite albums with a group. And he's probably making some of your kids' favorite movies right now. But Ice Cube, Death Certificate, definitely was a dope sophomore album. Definitely one of the artists holding it down through all of his albums. But Death Certificate definitely had some shit on there. And he did his thing. And he was going against NWA like in these first 2 album type periods. So he was taking on a lot for being on the West and going against the West. And
going against writing for them too. I remember
writing
first
for
album he was writing basically both.
Yeah.
So he could get like all types of albums. All right, so number 2, that's Ice Cube. I'm gonna go through the top 10 one more time before I tell you the number 1, and then before I get everybody's honorable mention, and then we'll be done so they can go into their top 10.
It was
Low End Theory?
Yeah, Low End Theory.
Dope album too. Was that the one Left My Wallet?
That had Excursion, Bugging Out, Rapper, Promoter, Butter, verses from the Abstract, Show Business, Vibe and Stuff, Check the Rhyme, Jazz, We Got It. What?
No,
Trap?
Yeah, Trap.
Scenario, what?
Scenario, what's the Scenario? Definitely a dope single.
No,
all right.
But it doesn't make the top 10?
Nah.
Everyone's
No, Left My Wallet and El Segundo was like my favorite Tribe, and that was off a different CD. All right, so here goes the list real quick so we can be done. Number 10 is The Tie, Master P, Ghetto Dope, and back for the first time, Ludacris. Number 9, DJ Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper. Number 8, T.I., Trap Music. Number 7, Kanye West, Late Registration. Number 6, Outkast, AT Aliens. Number 5, Kendrick, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 4, Mobb Deep, The Infamous. Number 3, Biggie, Life After Death. Number 2, Ice Cube, Death Certificate. And the number 1 sophomore album and their last album, The Fugees, The Score. Dope album, front to back, R&B, rap, new age, however you want to look at it. It had Wyclef was a great producer, and Praz was a great producer. Lauryn Hill was multi-talented and went on to make one of the dopest solo albums as well. So this was just that feel-good CD. I remember when this came out too, and this was when you still was on the phone talking to chicks and like that. So you had rap, and then you had Killing Me Softly. Like you can go, and you had Ooh La La, Fuji La. Like it was a dope vibe. Killing Me Softly. Like I don't know how many people sing that and didn't know about Roberta Flack or nothing like that. So for her to basically take that and make that her jam. It had Rod Digger on there too.
Rod Digger, damn.
They whole little camp, but it was definitely a dope CD as well put together. A lot of dope songs on there, songs people still don't understand yet, but definitely a dope CD. One of the highest,
That was it after that.
All right, yeah. After that, people still want another,
Fugees, man.
You gonna say the Marshall Mathers was better than Mobb Deep? If you didn't hear us talk about Marshall Mathers not being his second album, actually it's the Slim Shady LP because he came out with Infinity. Again, we're going by studio albums, even if they're not popular or we haven't heard about them. Look, he hit me with the numbers 32 million sold. I feel you. I feel you. But again, it wasn't the second album. Now, do you feel that same way about the Slim Shady LP? That's my question. If it should make the list, we can go with that. But again, wasn't his second album. So there we go. Honorable mentions, anybody? Anybody want to get their honorable mention? I know this guy has his.
Oh yeah, like I said, Clips, Hell Has No Fury. That's always a.
What you got?
NWA.
Yeah.
That's a
niggas for life.
Go ahead, say it.
He wasn't here when he first.
You picked a CD that you can't even say. Yeah, he said, "What about NWA's?" And then he just got quiet. And I'm like, "All right, is he ever gonna say the title?" And it was like, "Oh,
just for life, man."
All right, so NWA. I'll take that. NWA's second one. What was it called?
100 Miles of Running, though.
Oh yeah. Was it on there?
It's the idea that it was just funny as hell when you first couldn't say it. He's like,
okay,
NWA. I can't say it.
Zagging for life.
Zagging.
Yeah. There's a lot of honorable mentions. Wiz Khalifa could have got in there with Deal or No Deal. I mean, but there was a lot of debate about what was his actual first CD, second CD, mixtape, stuff like that.
Yeah, we go back to when we think it's a second CD, that somebody from New Orleans is going to call us about that masterpiece CD he made when he was 16.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we're not going into that. It's not just up there like that. With me, I'm gonna have to go Redman. There Is a Dark Side. That's gonna have to be my honorable mention because Redman kills the Dodo CDs. What up, Joey Fats? Fats tuning in at the last minute. Top 10 sophomore albums. I'll say the list one more time before we go off air and before these guys get into their next top 10, which is going to take us to 9. And what's yours?
I'm going to go my boy, Young Jeezy, on Motivation 102, The Inspiration. Man, that had shit on it too. They all had shit.
I like that you.
Jeezy's my boy. If Jeezy drops an album today, he just dropped them.
I was gonna say
he just dropped something. He just dropped something.
And
I'll grab it.
I wanted
time.
to put Nas on there. I really want to put It Was Written is my.
All
right.
You didn't say that.
So we're about to be out of here with this segment, but today's segment was top 10 sophomore albums. I'm sorry I haven't been looking in the camera the whole time. So if you're watching on YouTube, you're gonna be like, I just seen this dude throw the whole segment and he ain't look up. I'm normally behind the camera telling them to look up, but I'm on my Facebook Live, so I'm kind of biased right now. Sorry. Number 10 was Master P, Ghetto Dope, tied with Back for the First Time by Ludacris. Number 9 was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ, I'm the rapper.
Wait, why are you so
Number 8, I know, you still got your Ghetto Dope on it. You should be happy you fight well.
10 by itself.
Oh, you should bump off Luda. Number 8, T.I. Trap Music. Number 7, Kanye West, Late Registration. Number 6, Outkast, ATLians. Number 5, Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City. Number 4, Mobb Deep, The Infamous. Number 3, Biggie, Life After Death. Number 2, Ice Cube, Death Certificate. And the number 1 sophomore album as polled by us and y'all tuning in, the Fugees, The Score. Now, we did have 4 honorable mentions. Everybody had to go. So we got the Clips, Hell Has No Fury. We got NWA, Niggas for Life. We got Redman, There Is a Dark Side, and we got Young Jeezy, Thug Motivation 102. Tune in next year when we do our top 10 Tuesday, and I'll let you know on Facebook what our top 10 category will be that Monday before.
He can't even say.
Oh, he was waiting for 18. Huh?
He can't even say his honorable mention.
Yeah, he picked something
Sagging for life.
And I'm tagging.
Zagging for life.
That's it.
Yeah, so he's zagging for life over here. But yeah, shout out to Joey Fats. ATLians did make the list. So at number 6, could have been higher, but it's still not one of their greatest albums, but it is a great sophomore album. So that is the top 10 for this week. We did it today because these guys are getting ready to get into their top 10 local reviewed albums, mixtapes, EPs of the year of 2017. Artists, submit your music if you want to be on next year's list. And that's gmwwradio@gmail.com, or hit one of these guys up on one of their social sites or their email. They'll tell you about it next segment. So shout out to everybody tuning in.
I plan on having over 100 reviews next year. So
We had 30 something this year, right?
Yeah.
So 31 albums, mixtapes, and EPs reviewed total. So they'll be making a top 10 list. So tag your favorite artists if they submitted a list. Fast was on last year's top 10 list, or the last top 10 list we did.
Like 2 years ago.
2 years ago, like 2015 list. We'll say that was the first honorary. So shout out to Fats with the Bazooka Joe. 2 point. It was one of them.
Yeah.
It was one of them. It was a 2. It was something. It was his sophomore. So no. All right. So that's the top 10 sophomore list. I'm gonna get away from camera because, like I said, the fro's looking unreal. Like I said, I'm feeling like WNBA in here, or like I played volleyball for some small college, college volleyball. Yeah. So you know.
Okay, good. Nobody heard what I said.
All right. So that was today's top 10. Again, sophomore albums. Follow the page. Check it out on the Grandma Worldwide Facebook page. If you missed it, let us know if you feel like another song or title should have been on there. I don't know what's going on with him, but I'm getting away from this camera and I'm out of here. Peace.
And we'll be right back on GMOY Radio.
Yeah, I got to get up to go do that too. So
We'll be right back with the top 10 list of the year as long as Malachi agrees to do it.
top 10 local reviews. Wow, there was a lot of them. All right, I'm out.
Ian's got like a list.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here it
Diva
is.
didn't do his. That's it, right? Oh, okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
I was going to say.
Well, I had like one small problem.